Good afternoon, everybody. Rajni here. So today I have some worksheets that I have created, which you can work with your child during the lockdown period. Lots of schools have also started already, so a lot of children are getting busy. But for parents where children are still, you still have time. Then what I've done is I've created some worksheets around the present situation so we can have them more connected. Jay, please make sure that it is coming properly. Yeah. So you can have the kid more connected, and you can develop language and you can develop math skills on the present scenario. Okay, and this would also require that sometimes you take the kid, let the kid see the television, know the circumstance, because a lot of mothers are calling up and saying that their child is, creating a lot of fuss and is not settling. So with work like this, Jay, seedha kariye camera. With work like this, their comprehension will also improve, and they will not, create so much of a fuss of, wanting to go out because they are so much into the environment. So now I'll take the camera and put it onto the worksheets. Thank you, Jay. Okay, so the first one is I've made a passage for young kids. Okay, so it says, these days I do not go to school. Papa and mummy also do not go to work. Our housemaid does not come. Everyone is inside their houses. There is a lockdown. Lockdown means shops closed, offices closed. People do not go out on the road. Everything is locked down because of coronavirus. There is no cure for coronavirus. Now they might be confused. For children who can understand that people are in the hospital, then we can always explain that we don't have a specific medicine. We are giving different medicines, and some are getting okay and some are maybe not responding. So depending upon your kid's level, you could give this could become a proper lesson in itself. Okay, it can make us very sick. We must stay inside our house to avoid coronavirus. If we stay inside our house, we will stay healthy. Now this can be like one full chapter, okay, like their school book chapter, and then you can go on to the exercises. So question and answers. Why do you not go to school? So first the parent will have to model the answer to the kid and say, I do not go to school because of coronavirus. Or if the child will not be able to say the full sentence, then maybe because of coronavirus or due to coronavirus, and then later on you can increase depending upon the kids level. Now this passage is good for children who are going to mainstream schools and are probably in a 4th or a 5th standard, and they are not exceptionally lagging behind. So if your kid is someone who's not matching this passage, this is just an idea that I've given. You can take it to a much smaller level, like I stay at home, I stay safe, no one on the road. So like this. So if your child is not even at the sight reading, don't mind my saying not even. I mean, what I mean to say is that how you can make a variation in this passage, okay? Nothing else. So please don't take my statement any subjectively. Very objectively you take the statement. So if the kid is not at a level of reading, I stay at home, then you pick up what passage you want to do, and you first pick up the passage, you create the passage and teach the sight words. On the basis of the sight words that you are teaching the kid, then you create those sentences by putting the sight words together according to the word cut up approach. Now what is a sentence cut up approach? What is sentence cut up approach? You make a sentence, you write it down on a strip of paper, you cut it down, you put it back together properly and teach the child to put it back, and like this you teach reading. Okay, so if the kid is operating presently at a level lower than this one, then this is how you can do. For a kid who's operating at this level, irrespective of what their age, so you can have questions like this. Why do mummy and papa not go to work? What is lockdown? Then depending upon, and please don't think about a grammatically correct sentence. If you think that the kid will not be able to produce the proper answer in 4 to 5 word phrases. Don't worry about grammar, we can correct it later, but at least the sense should be, what is lockdown? Everything is closed. Even that much is enough. At least he's able to, because this is not just this is not just a reading writing activity. It is primarily focused on language, and then secondary is the reading writing. Okay, but language development. What is lockdown? Everything is closed. Even that much is enough. If they can do more, great. Why are shops and offices closed? So because of coronavirus. So if you have a kid who's operating at a much higher level, the answer to this very question you are going to expect very different. So if I were to ask, why are shops and offices closed? Shops and offices are closed because of coronavirus threat. Coronavirus spreads through infection by coming in contact with one another. So the government has decided to shut all shops and offices so that people can be protected from the disease. Now that's the kind of answer I will expect from a kid who's presently where he is. But why I'm saying this is that you can, between this answer and between what is lockdown, everything closed down. Wherever in between your kid is, at that level you expect that answer, you help, you model. Expect means if your kid is already doing that level, then you're not doing any value addition. Yeah, so when I'm saying I'm expecting this answer, mota he'll be able to produce this much, but it may not be so much grammatically in order. Then when he writes down the answer, a little bit here and there, or he says the answer here and there, that is how growth will happen. So like this, you will take it one step at a time. Okay, so you will improve so that the writing, the expression improves, not writing. Why are shops? What will happen if we go out on the road? We can be infected, or we can fall sick, or we might catch coronavirus infection. Whatever is your kid's level, you can accordingly. Present level. एक तो ये word level बड़ा dicey है, and I don't mean it wrong when I say it. I mean the present level of functioning. How can we avoid coronavirus? By staying home. So even if they give that much, answer is great. For a kid at a higher level, you expect a higher answer. How do you feel if you cannot go out and play? Now this is a subjective question. This must be given to kids so that we can see how much they can answer. In all of these, you will have to model, you will have to give them the correct response, and then expect them to give the correct response, and this is how we will build language skills. So it's nothing short of a chapter which otherwise would have been a Akbar, Birbal, or whatever, or a Padmini the princess, or whatever in their classrooms. Now this is a chapter at home. Lockdown means all shops are dash. People stay at dash. If we go out, we can fall dash. We must stay dash to stay healthy or to stay safe. Then true or false, or right or wrong, whatever you want to name it. So coronavirus has a cure. Lockdown means all shops are closed. Mummy and Papa go to work. So right or wrong. So sometimes kids will repeat both the things. Now immediately hereafter I'm going to go up on Telegram because I haven't found time to do that. Now I'm going to do that, and there was a question that he will repeat both the options. So I'm going to share strategies how to get the kid to not repeat both the options. So all of you who are at the Telegram group, I'll be answering that over there. But you can achieve this level of true and false only after the kid has learned that you don't have to answer both of them, and the comprehension has set in. Okay, so Mummy and Papa go to work. Okay, then we must stay at home, right or wrong. Then finally, from the same thing, make sentences. Sick. Now they can make any kind of sentence. My dadi is sick, or anything. So it may not be only coronavirus, or home, lock, healthy. And lock may not be pertaining to lockdown. It can be lock. That house is locked. Even that is okay. So we will allow them their creativity to come up with their own sentences, because at the end of the day, how well they can make the combination of the words is going to is going to be a deciding factor of their success majorly forward, because life is all about language. if I'm sitting here and I'm not having to write down whatever I'm saying and I'm saying it like it is, it's because I can put the words one behind the other, and there is language. And to think then that autistic children cannot develop it like that is the biggest lie that we will give to ourselves. Okay, so I am not of the school that, oh, it is a disability, they can't do. Before I hang my boots, let me give it my best shot. Okay, that's the philosophy I go by. And in my son's case, I still am a long way before I hang the boots. Okay, so match the following: virus, lock shops, stay home, close, stay healthy, corona down. Now with these activities, you are ensuring that the comprehension is also kicking in. Okay, we're already at 10 minutes. I don't know how am I going to cover it. Okay, I'll go very fast. Now for older children, now in my center, when we were open, I've been dealing with children who are who've done their BCA, and older ones who are doing their graduation. So for such like children, not children actually is a wrong word, for adolescents and adults, explain coronavirus and lockdown in your words. Then you give very clear instructions. Answer in 8 to 10 sentences. Important points to keep in mind, and please give it to them. Otherwise, even these kids will be at a loss how to start. So now they have a map that you have to keep, and you can explain. Keep these points in mind. Okay, so it could be like, what is coronavirus? Where it originated? Is it only in India? How are we handling the situation? So it's like Dr. Ashok Shah. For Aditya Shah, this could be a very good activity, although he's really very high functioning, but this will add to his skills. Archana Patil, for your son also it will be a great activity. With he's already doing engineering, but it will enhance his skills. I'm going to give this to my fellow also, and my dear Rishabh and Isha, of course, yes, for them also. So where it originated, is it only in India? Now you are going to say ये सारी बातों को ध्यान में रख के पैसेज लिखना, and 8 to 10 sentences को आप बढ़ा भी सकते हैं, आप ज़्यादा भी उनको बता सकते हैं. So what is coronavirus? Where it originated? Is it only in India? How are we handling this situation? What is government doing? How has it impacted the world? How will it impact the world economies? Especially for my Jay, I'm going to give this question because, he's doing commerce and he understands this, and he understands what happens when shops are closed and how the economies are being impacted. Are there any positives for the environment? So all of these they can answer only if they are following the news also, and we are keeping them abreast. So it's a good idea to take them around and say कि देखो यहाँ पे tigers निकल के आ गए और यहाँ पे dolphins आ गई, environment is healing itself, the ozone layer is healing, so that they can answer a question like this. What are your feelings? Okay, so I heard one of my students' mom called me and told me that her son was saying that ऐसे लग रहा है कि जेल में ही बंद हो गए. So for expression of such like feelings, this is a great one. Okay, now I put up some math worksheets also. I don't think that I'll be able to cover. So what I'll do is I'll do part 1 and part 2, and I'll stop right here. Otherwise, it won't get uploaded. Yeah. Thank you so much.